Just because you are alone does not mean you are wrong. This is a word for someone. Just because you are alone in prayer, alone in giving, alone in the sacrifice. Everybody has gotten a job except you. Just because you are alone, they don't know what you are confronting. There are age-long altars that have vowed that nobody rises, and God is submitting you. Do you know there are many things that God calls us to do, that in doing them the benefit is beyond ourselves. You are looking through the loins of prophecy and you are seeing your children and your children's children, and he's saying, for their sake go on the fast. For their sake, build capacity. Elijah, you are a prophet, but eat. The journey is far. You'd have no idea where you are going. He ate a little and he slept. He woke him again. He said, eat. Eat means pray. It means study. It means get knowledge. It means build the relationships now. You don't know how far you are going. You may not have the luxury of these men you are seeing now. Invest in relationships. Invest in prayer. A time will come, the demand of the nations upon you. You will not even have time to stretch as much as you used to. You will drink from the residue of your investment. This is the place of encounter. Do to me what you want. This is the place of surrender. Do to me what you want. This is the place where my life is changed. Do to me what you want. Listen, I will share with you something to bless your heart. Do you know how I finally settled here in Abuja? For 3 years, God began to speak to me that the season, a dimension of my ministry and my work was coming to an end. And for 3 years, I didn't know whether it was Abuja, whether it was I just kept praying. That dissatisfaction. I loved Zaria with all my heart. I was used to that. I mean, people were coming literally from all over the world. It was at a point of ministry excellence and results like you have not seen. And yet God was saying, this is just a layer. There is another layer. Remember ye not the former things. You can like yesterday too much. You will lose tomorrow because of yesterday. Listen, I returned back from, I think, South Africa, had a meeting in Lagos. COVID was just about to start. Now, Abuja has always been second home, but not for ministry. I didn't know whether it was Abuja, whether it was just perhaps maybe among my people to just go. It was just in my heart. I knew I was having visions. They were not yet clear. It does not become clear from the beginning. It is not an unusual experience you are having. That's how we all pass through it. Anybody who understands building prophetic destiny, anything that comes with clarity from beginning is a sign that you are in error. God will always demand faith. There is a sign to that vision that will be hidden. It's your commitment that will cause him to unravel it. God is a God that hides himself in light. He will give you an experience and hide it back to draw you. Moses, he sees a bush that is burning but not consumed, and yet it does not have any sound. And then he says, I will turn aside and see this great sight. And when God saw that he now turned aside, he said, Moses, take off your shoes. It's not about the burning bush. There is more. I needed to use it to get your attention. Hallelujah. Please play the strings for me. Listen, ladies and gentlemen, what I'm teaching you by the Spirit of God, I'm giving you a compass to navigate the days that are now before us, because there will be a divergence. Respectfully speaking, you will find out that many lampstands will suddenly go down, and then others from nowhere. Yet there are those that will remain burning because of the intelligence to discern and to navigate prophetic seasons. Just because you were greatly demanded of and for yesterday does not mean the demand will remain tomorrow. The sustainability of impact in the kingdom is predicated upon your ability to discern seasons. He made lights, and those lights were for seasons and for